Barbara, California. Still, another day, another night here, waiting for good enough weather to get up around Point Conception. There's supposed to be some big waves up there that we decided we don't want to go through right now. Do a little tour.
How much
Yeah,
was
yeah.
remaining? Want to buy our own boat
Yeah, we want a boat. Our own.
instead of someone else.
Yeah. Definitely our own boat.
Last time on Adventure Adrift.
We got a crash course in diesel engine repairs by rebuilding the fuel system and learning how to bleed the engine. After all that was done, we actually got to go do some sailing. On our way up the coast, we had great luck hooking a couple of fish and bashed our way all the way up the coast to Santa Barbara.
Once we got to Santa Barbara, we had to wait for the right weather window before we could continue further and set out and sail around Point Conception. It's kind of known as a convergence zone that's notorious for its strong winds and high seas. So we waited, wandering the docks in the marina and looking at boats and looking forward to heading out on our own sailing journey soon aboard our own boat. So here we are in Santa Barbara still. It's our third day.
Thursday in Santa Barbara.
Thursday in Santa Barbara, waiting for the weather to clear around Point Conception.
It's raining today.
It is.
It's a rainy day. I have to leave
I have to leave,
because we're so far behind schedule.
but I get back to real life for now.
Work.
So I'm flying out here in an hour or so up to Portland, and Hillary's staying on board. Plan is to
Hopefully leave tomorrow afternoon-ish, around 4 o'clock or so, and go straight through all the way up to Berkeley. So we'll see.
non-stop,
Non-stop.
all the way up.
So it's supposed to
maybe
be like 50, 60 hours, something like that.
290 miles, bashing against the wind.
It's supposed to be pretty low waves, like 2-3 feet waves, so hopefully it should be pretty easy.
Yeah. So that's all. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, we've been looking at a couple of boats here in the marina. Still looking at buying something in the Med, I think, like around Croatia probably,
Yeah,
and probably production.
yeah,
Before.
yeah. It's like less than half the price of what we've seen here.
So more money to spend on fixing it up and putting what we want on it.
Yeah, more money for later.
So I think that's all.
Alright,
Switch you guys later, and I'm sure Hillary will update along the way.
well, hopefully.
Okay, bye.
Bye. After Ty left for the airport, I went out to do some exploring. I visited the Santa Barbara Mission. Founded by the Franciscans in 1746, it served to religiously convert the indigenous tribes and eventually became the namesake of the city. It was beautiful, even on the very unusually wet, rainy day, and I highly recommend that you visit if you're ever in the area. I left the mission and wandered around town. The skies finally began to clear, and it was a bright and sunny day again. I then got a surprise text from Ty saying that his plans had changed. Back?
Never left.
Never left.
Plane never left.
Yeah. I had a fun day in the airport all day yesterday.
Yeah, so mechanic problems on the plane and other stuff, and just thought cancel it, and I'll stay on the sailboat and move work stuff around. So came back and we're ready to leave today. It's pretty soon, in an hour, we're going to switch out. Either anchor or we'll head up slowly.
Make our way up the coast. It's supposed to be pretty light, easy seas most of the way, so it should be good.
Motor up, maybe we'll slow down and that was didn't say. Cool. Alright.
Alright, we're about to go get some food for the rest of the trip.
So finally, 5 days later, it was time to get back underway and begin our 48-hour sail up to Monterey.
Yay! Put Ben back out. Ben
Wrapped up on this
wrapped up on a hanger.
broken hanger.
Broken hanger. He's gonna catch us a good fish though.
Forever to go out here. I need to find something else to wrap this on.
Yeah, it's gonna take forever. Fish alarm?
It is up to 30 days, I know. It goes off.
Yeah. Something back there. Feel it?
Oh yeah. Looks small.
It does look small.
He's got a big hole ripped in the side of his face here. He's not going to live. I don't think so.
Let's throw him in the pot. Take him out too, huh? Or no?
It looks, yeah, he's missing an eye.
He's missing an eye. He ain't making it. He's gonna swim in circles. Hang on.
Put it back out. Way. Good. Nice talk. You want the bounty on or not? On. As we left Santa Barbara behind us and made our way up towards Point Conception, we watched a beautiful sunset as we ate a fresh fish dinner and prepared for our first overnight shifts. First night of round-the-clock watches.
Gonna go?
Going through the night. Been fine. It was a bit bigger than I.
It was, yeah, a little bit bigger.
Forecast was 4 to 5 foot.
4 to 5 foot overnight, yeah.
Definitely felt like some 4 foot, but there wasn't
Yeah.
anything. Got a
Beautiful day here.
fishing line out back. We lost one lure this morning.
Second we put it out, it just got snapped off.
Yeah, so snapped the line. See out here, it's like a pretty nice morning. We're past Point Conception last night.
We're kind of coming right around
San Luis Obispo, I guess.
Yeah.
To Monterey.
Stop fuel.
Monterey today, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
The sea stayed calm and gave Ty some time to goof off, making shadows up on the bow of the boat.
Hey Hillary, what are we doing here?
Well, it kind of looks like we might be sailing or something.
You're right, this sailboat does have sails.
What? That afternoon, the fuel filter clogged again, and the engine went out. Luckily, this time, the guys knew exactly how to bleed the fuel system, once they switched out the filter.
No water in the batteries.
However, our batteries were running unusually low. Upon further inspection, we found the cells to be bone dry.
On the bright side, however, we got to sail for almost an hour. Sadly, once the issue with the batteries was resolved, the captain insisted that we take the sail out of Sailboat, and we were once again motoring.
Our second night shift was even easier than the first. We had extremely calm, flat seas, and while Ty and I were on watch, we navigated into Monterey Bay in the dark and pulled into the marina before sunrise to wait for the fuel dock to open so that we could fuel up, get some rest, and then get on our way north.
Yeah, there's no one behind you coming in.
By the time we left Monterey Bay, the incredibly flat seas had picked up dramatically, and we were getting tossed around in some pretty big swells as we began the last leg of our delivery. It was only 14 hours to San Francisco Bay, but we were in for a rough sail.
What is be quiet? I think I hear something. Not playing? I think I hear something. I think it's quiet. Not playing, huh? Trying to catch the wave.
Yeah.
Might have gone out of service and back in or something.
So over the course of our third night sail, we experienced some of the roughest seas that we had so far, though they did calm down throughout the night.
I had to wake Ty up when I was on watch at night because there was another boat. At first it was hard to tell if it was another boat or not because the swells made it kind of look like a flashing light on the buoy. But eventually I realized it was getting brighter and closer and woke Ty up. We changed course and passed by him. No idea what it was, but it had super bright lights on it that were just blinding. Guessing maybe it was a fishing trawler or something. But successful first experience passing another boat at night. Just as we were approaching San Francisco Bay, the sun began to rise. It was such a beautiful, clear morning. As it got brighter, the Golden Gate appeared off in the distance. As we made our way towards the bridge in San Francisco Bay, we watched flocks of pelicans fly over us and pods of porpoises swim around us. It was a magical morning and sunrise. I don't know how many of you have been to the Golden Gate Bridge before, but I'm sure you have at least seen a picture. I can tell you that, in person, it is huge. We have both driven over it before, but the view from the water was really striking and made me think of what a feat it must have been to build. The suspension bridge, built in the 1930s, spans over a mile of water. Prior to construction of the bridge, San Francisco was the largest American city, served primarily by ferry boats. Although many experts claim that the bridge would be impossible to build due to deep water, strong currents, high winds, and dense fog, construction began in 1933 and the bridge was completed and opened 4 years later in 1937. The bridge sits about 220 feet above the water and allows 40 million cars to travel between San Francisco and Marin County every day. Once we were in the bay, we were treated to a great view of San Francisco. Known for its wharf, steep hills, and architecture, it was a beautiful view from the water. Our destination was Alameda, which is in the East Bay, so we sailed underneath the Bay Bridge, right past Treasure Island, and up past the Port of Oakland. We went right past a couple of cargo ships being loaded with shipping containers. These are another one of those things that you never realize how huge they are until you see them up close. Up to 400 feet long and able to carry over 5,000 containers, these things are beasts. I would not want to come too close to one of these out in the ocean. We arrived in Alameda, dropped off the boat, and could officially say that we had successfully completed a delivery. And even though we didn't get to do much sailing, it was still a great experience to spend some time on a boat, and it definitely left us wanting more.
So the next step will be to begin our journey and look for our own boat that we can live aboard and begin our sailing adventure. That's going to take us getting rid of all the unnecessary things that we have, especially for living aboard a boat. We're not going to need our cars. We're going to sell our house that we're here sitting in right now, and we're going to pack everything up and take a trip to Europe, over to the Mediterranean, and our plan is to look for a boat there and begin that journey.
Can't wait. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed our video, click on the subscribe link at the top of the page, or check us out at adventureadrift.com. Thanks, and see you next time.